From a man who stole an ambulance in Michigan with passengers still inside, to a Dodge Charger that took 3 police cars to finally bring to a halt, and a Dodge Challenger in Georgia that was stopped with a pit maneuver right in the middle of the road. These are high-speed police chases you wouldn't believe if they weren't caught on camera. Welcome to Chase Point. On October 24, 2025, emergency crews responded to a crash near Novi Road in Novi, Michigan. Among the injured was 33-year-old Changlin Lee, who was being treated by MedStar Paramedics near the back of an ambulance. As paramedics treated crash victims, Changlin Lee climbed into the driver's seat of a MedStar ambulance and sped off, leaving emergency crews shocked. A paramedic and a patient were still inside as police launched a pursuit.
30 right behind it.
Just past Green Ridge Drive, continuing westbound.
I got the radio, 30.
MedStar tracked the ambulance's location in real time and provided updates to law enforcement. During the pursuit, Lee allegedly reached speeds exceeding 70 miles per hour and drove through active construction zones, showing disregard for anyone's safety.
Collision at 8 back, collision at 8 back.
Collision 8 back.
Did you say collision at 8 back?
Affirmative, collision 8 back. The Asian male driver left the vehicle.
The stolen ambulance eventually blew a tire and collided with a GMC Yukon. Remarkably, all 3 occupants of the ambulance and the 72-year-old Yukon driver survived. Changlin Lee now faces multiple felony charges, including carjacking, fleeing and eluding, assaulting police, attempting to disarm officers, and carrying a concealed weapon. His bond is set at $5 million, with a court appearance scheduled for November 5th.
You're unreadable.
On the evening of August 5th, 2024, Arkansas State Police were notified of a stolen Dodge Charger scatback. Trooper Gabriel Monroe located the vehicle shortly thereafter and verified it matched the description. Upon initiating lights and sirens, the suspect accelerated rapidly, prompting a high-speed pursuit. The Charger surged forward, its engine screaming as it reached breakneck speeds. Trooper Gabriel did his best to keep up, but a sudden tire blowout forced him to pull back. Luckily, Trooper Tyler was stationed just ahead. He stepped in without hesitation, taking the lead and pressing on with the pursuit. Trooper Tyler didn't stand a chance. The suspect blew past him and vanished into the darkness. For a moment, it looked like the chase was over. But then, another trooper joined in, determined to turn the tide. Unfortunately, just seconds into the pursuit, he made a costly mistake. Trooper Hunter raced to catch up with the speeding Charger, but in the chaos, he collided with another car. Thankfully, the injuries were minor, but it was enough to take him out of the chase. That's when Trooper Crossland stepped in, focused, relentless, and determined to bring the runaway driver to justice. The trooper tried a TVI maneuver to stop the suspect, but it caused minor damage to his patrol car, so another unit had to take over. There's no audio for that part, but we know that after several failed attempts, the suspect was finally stopped. He jumped out of the car and ran, but didn't get far. His name was Ty Lawrence Thomas, and Sergeant Gabe Monroe tackled him after a short foot chase. The stolen Dodge Charger was recovered, and inside, troopers found a Glock 19C with a full auto switch. This was one of the toughest suspects the Arkansas State Police had ever dealt with.
Okay, so it's cleared for emergency. We have a 1080.
On June 12, 2022, Corporal Z-Beam observed a motorcycle with an obscured license plate. As he positioned his patrol vehicle behind the suspect, the rider attempted to adjust the plate. At that moment, Z-Beam activated his emergency lights. The suspect fled the scene, disregarding traffic control devices and initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Left on Canterbury.
Initially, the suspect maintained a low speed. However, as the pursuit continued, he accelerated rapidly, reaching speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour. Despite the escalation, Trooper Beam remained in close proximity, maintaining visual contact throughout the chase. A second patrol unit entered the pursuit, aiming to intercept and contain the motorcyclist. However, the suspect evaded all maneuvering efforts, consistently avoiding capture and refusing to be boxed in. The biker tried to take a shortcut across the grass, but lost control and crashed. Corporal Beam was right there, ready to step in.
God! All you had to do was stop. Idiot! Give me your hand. Tactical fun. That's how you do it. Thank you. Shut up, man. Stop talking. Shut up, man. God, you're an idiot, man. You're a dude, and you can't ride for shit. Yeah, no. Why don't you just stop, dude? You had a bag tucked. All I was gonna do.
Deputies apprehended the suspect, Randolph Galloway. He confessed to hiding his license plate and fleeing because his license had been suspended and he feared going to jail. Observations of possible impairment prompted further investigation. Galloway was later taken to the Habersham County Jail. His motorcycle was impounded, and he was charged with a felony for fleeing and attempting to elude law enforcement. On June 3, 2023, in Georgia, a state trooper observed a gray Dodge Challenger traveling at 88 miles per hour in a 55 zone. When the trooper attempted a traffic stop, the driver accelerated, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The suspect accelerated to 134 miles per hour, maneuvering through traffic and turning off the vehicle's lights to evade detection. Despite these efforts, the pursuing trooper remained in close pursuit, unwavering in his commitment to apprehend the driver. Finally, the driver's luck ran out.
Put your hands up now! Put them up! You do anything wrong, you're gonna get killed right.
When the trooper caught up, the smell of marijuana was unmistakable. The driver admitted he'd fled to dodge another speeding ticket. But the gamble didn't pay off. He was arrested and slapped with charges for fleeing, reckless driving, and DUI. A hard lesson learned: you don't outrun the Georgia State Patrol. And that's a wrap on today's pursuit. High-speed chases aren't just thrilling. They're incredibly dangerous and tough to execute. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, respect the law, and always drive responsibly.